Hey guys, I hope you're doing so well. Thank you so much for being here today. Slight change of video, so instead of doing the usual studying or book stuff, today I'm going to be talking about when I went to Oxford University for a biology taster day. I'm also in one of the corners of my room, a little bit of a different location because I'm planning this to be a very sort of like low-key, kind of like intimate a bit like we're on FaceTime yapping session. I'm wearing my pajamas because I just took a shower and washed my hair because I came back from the gym. And my hair smells so good right now. I was about to say I wish you were here so you could smell it, but that is a bit weird. So yes, I'm probably just going to talk through the day with some clips in the video. Hopefully my mediocre editing skills can do that. A bit of context, it was at Balliol College, which was where Boris Johnson went to actually. I was up bright and early, 7:30 on the train, because from where I live to Oxford on the train, it was about 2.5 hours, I think, maybe 3. Yeah, I love taking the train. I don't know what it is about taking the trains. Like, let me know if you do as well. Something about the train just feels so nice, you look out of the window and it's like all this fields and greenery is pretty cool. That trend where people like raw dogging flights and it's just them staring, not doing anything. I did not raw dog the train journey. I was doing work because it was a week before my mocks, which went well, I think, hopefully. Guys, I'm telling you, after my final exam, I was so happy. I feel like I was genuinely emitting light. I was radiating happiness so much. And then I rotted for 2 days, but here we are. So this is somewhat productive. And I also read a little bit of Epictetus. Wait, let me go get it. Look at it, it's so pretty. And, annotated as well. When she reads philosophy. Kidding. I also read an entire Ali Hazelwood book in one day, 2 days ago. But what can I say? I'm just a girl, and those are my two inner walls. Stoic philosophy, Ali Hazelwood. Oh my god, the train was like so shaky as well, because tell me why. I was going to the bathroom and I literally fell into an empty seat. Like, thank god it was not somebody's lap. But one moment I was in the aisle, the next moment I was seated. And also the toilet, you had to press a button to open it and close it. But it was only when I was leaving I realised that there was a third button to lock and I didn't press that. So thank whoever is up there that nobody opened the door while I was still in there, because I wouldn't have even been able to quickly close it like if you're in a cubicle in a normal toilet, because the doors opened and closed so slowly. Apart from that, I love the views, and yeah, then we arrived at Oxford, and I don't know if it's just because I'm from up north. Let me know where you think I'm from in England, because I'm so curious about that. And yeah, something about the air down south. Maybe it is actually better air quality, but it definitely feels a bit different. And I love how green Oxford is and how the architecture is so gorgeous. Like, I love towns that are old and historic and then they have really nice architecture. That's where it's at, guys. That's my vibe. And so yeah, went over to Balliol College. It was so pretty, and we had a session that was like applying to Oxford, life at Oxford, all that kind of stuff. And then we had a mini lecture about embryos, which is pretty cool. There was this one guy who kept asking so many questions, and at one point he asked the guy like, how did you become a professor? Like, bro, you're literally 16, 17. There's no way you're already thinking about becoming a professor at Oxford. And then after that, exciting part, we had lunch, and lunch was so yummy. It was like this Moroccan chicken with couscous, and I asked for like a bit of green beans and vegetables, and she literally scooped it up and put it on my plate. The green beans took up half the plate, and it was like a big plate as well. I don't know if you can see that, but it was a big plate. She did not skimp on those green beans. And then I also got crumble, and I ended up having a really in-depth conversation about good crumbles with the girl I was sitting next to. And this kind of like lemon dessert thing as well. It was good food and also good company because the people who I was sitting with were just so lovely and sweet. The dining room was gorgeous. And then after that, we had a little talk about biodiversity, which was really nice as well. I found that really interesting because I'm into the like environment and ecology side of biology. And then we had a mini tour of the college. Sadly, we didn't get to go into the library because they were studying for exams, but really pretty college. Oh yeah, I forgot to say at the start, because I had breakfast at about 7 maybe. So by the time it was like 11, I was starving and I thought my stomach was going to make ungodly gurgly sounds. So I was apologizing to the people next to me, like, I'm so sorry in advance if my stomach starts rumbling really loudly. And one of them gave me her Nature Valley bar, which was so sweet. So that was the day at Oxford University. It was 10 till 3:30, so it was kind of like a half day. Then after that, I went to an Oxfam that was opposite because the Oxfam near my school has such good choice of books all the time. Oh my god, last week before my chemistry mock, I got 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes, signed paperback, pretty much brand new quality, £3. Isn't that insane? So I love that Oxfam so much, but the Oxfam in Oxford was a bit dry. So then I went to Blackwell's. I was with another girl who I met at Oxford. Oh, and if you don't know Blackwell's, it's this really big bookshop. I feel like it's maybe one of the biggest in Europe. You know that meme where it's like when the waterfall has a cave behind it? Blackwell's had this wall covered in staff's favourite books. Like when the bookshop has staff recommended book selections, that's where it's at. Yeah, literally heart eyes probably when I was in there. They had these really cute lamp lights. I got a notification from Google Maps a few weeks ago saying that I was in the top 20% of bookshop reviewers. So yeah, where's my sticker? Where's my medal? Like but I didn't even know that was a thing. So I guess now my goal is to be like top 10%, top 1% of bookshop reviews on Google Maps. I'll get there one day, guys. I'll get there one day. And this was the thing that I bought from Blackwell's, a blind date with a book, because I really liked the stamp. And you can probably tell I stick stuff on my walls. It's not necessarily like aesthetic, but it brings joy to me, you know, and that's what matters, if it brings joy. So it's a mess, but it's my mess. So I really wanted to cut this out and then stick it on my wall, which is why I got it. So we're gonna open it up. It's a beautiful classic fable about one man's quest to create a forest, perhaps the original ecological novel. Forgot to say that word for a second. So this is also going to be a book unboxing, I guess. Fun fact, when I was in year 10, I really wanted to set up a blind date with a book business. Like, I genuinely had the whole name on Etsy like confirmed. I knew where I was going to get my supplies, I knew where I was going to get the books and everything like that, but I ended up not doing it. So this healed my inner year 10 entrepreneur spirit, I guess. Whoa, isn't that gorgeous? Wow. The Man Who Planted Trees, so real. Ooh, this sounds good. Okay, so it's like French, I think. Man, if it wasn't for A-level chemistry, I definitely would have taken A-level French. But chemistry's not too bad, actually. I'm slowly liking it more and more. I'm going to be admiring that for a lot longer afterwards. So yeah, after Blackwell's, I went over to the Ashmolean Museum. Okay, the thing about my hair after I just wash it is that some of it's vertical. It's like, it keeps like popping, like when I took it back behind my ear, all sorts. Ashmolean. and I didn't realise that it closed at 5, so I got there about 3 minutes past 5 and I saw them close the big doors. After the Yashimura Museum, I got dinner at this Thai restaurant. I got this chicken stir fry kind of thing, pretty good. Was reading some of my book as well. And after that, I went to Cafe Nero and got a carrot cake because I love carrot cake, guys. Carrot cake is my favourite. But the carrot cake was so dry and the carrot pieces were kind of big, which is, I mean, I know it's carrot cake, but I don't want to be eating like actual chunks of carrot, you know. It's like finely grated, not, yeah. And then a pigeon came in and was just walking around, but you know what, I F with that. But also one thing that I really liked when I was going around Oxford was there were a lot of Palestine flags, and I did see the pro-Palestinian encampment around the Radcliffe camera, and that was really nice to see. I'm glad that there was still a lot of action being done, and there were a lot of pride flags as well. Oh, happy Pride, guys. It's the 30th of June while I'm filming this. We'll see how long it takes for me to edit the video when it gets out to you guys. On the Oxford platform, when I was going back, I heard these guys say like, is this platform 1? And his friend was like, I can't see the platform numbers. And I was like, oh, this is platform 4. They're like, oh, thank you so much. And then we got chatting, and they're Canadian and they had just finished doing computer science at university, and they asked me like, oh, what's your major? And I was like, I'm 16. I'm 17 now, but yeah, I was 16 back then. And they were like, what? So that gave me a bit of an ego boost. Maybe I can pass off as 18. Yeah, and they were telling me about Canada and the prettiest places to go to, because I kind of do want to go to Canada. I'm not sure because it takes so long to fly there, but it's so pretty, the nature, oh my god. But when they were getting off, they asked for my Instagram, and it definitely did not seem like a creepy way. Like, they genuinely seemed really lovely. And now that I think about it, because they knew that I was 16, they were at least like 21 probably. Chat, do you think that was weird? And okay, this is like the funniest thing that happened during the day. So I was wiped out after the whole day. I didn't want to lean back, so my head was on the seat because those seats did not look hygienic. So I moved myself so that my legs were on the aisle seat with my feet kind of on the aisle, but I'm pretty short, so they weren't like overhanging. And then I could rest my head on the window. And I'm pretty sure I fell asleep. And then all of a sudden, I feel someone wiggling my foot over my eyes, and it's this ginger guy, and he's like, oh, we're like pulling into a station, is this your stop? And I was like, oh, thank you, no, it's not my stop. Guys, when I tell you, I felt someone wiggling my foot, and I was like, what? But he was really sweet, and we did actually end up getting off at the same stop. Yeah, I just think it's so funny. So that was my day at Oxford. I hope you enjoyed this little like chit chat, I guess. I hope you have a great day. Love you guys.